Hey everybody, welcome back here to A Place to Heal. If you have never been here before, my name is Marie. I am a naturopath. I am a detoxification specialist, an herbalist, and a massage therapist. And I use my channel in order to educate you to get better. My links are always underneath the video, and if you ever want to look up my creation, it helps me, and you can look those up at aplacetoheal.store. Okay, let's get into this. All right, so during the winter, a long time ago, and you can actually go back into my videos and you'll be able to see this, where I used to be a raw foodist because I thought that that was the healthiest thing that you could be. I mean, that was it. And it probably is, unless you are sick. Unless you have digestive issues, irritable bowel syndrome or Crohn's or anything to do with digestion or kidneys or liver or anything like that, raw foods is actually not the best way to go. So what I did was I started studying with Ayurvedic practitioners. There used to be a school here. It's now moved to North Carolina. It's no longer here. And I also trained with a few DOs here in town and acupuncturists. And they all told me the same thing. Marie, get off the raw foods. Please get off the raw foods. It's damaging your kidneys worse, because I had kidney disease at the time, and it's damaging them worse. And that is the worst thing you can do. I know that raw foods and raw food diet, and nothing against anybody who's on the raw food diet. If that's your path, I'm happy for you. But when it comes to raw food diets and salads, they sound really good on paper, right? Ooh, they're healthy. You got all this stuff, and even the juices, okay? This juicing phase that everybody went through. It sounds really, really good on paper. However, the body does not see it that way. So it causes a lot of dampness in the body, and that dampness can make you tired. It can give you bloating. It can cause aches and pains and discomfort, and it's just not good. So I noticed that even though I was on a raw food diet and eating really well and thinking I was eating really well by eating all these salads every single day, I wasn't feeling better until I changed my diet into foods that are heated up. Right, and I'm going to show you this right now. This is something that I absolutely love. I do it every single winter. I start preparing it, and you can prepare it for the rest of the year if you're sick. It doesn't matter. I am no longer that sick, so I do it in the wintertime. And this is shared by everyone in my family. I just can't say enough good stuff about it. Okay, so the first thing that you are going to need is you are going to need a good size handful chunk of ginger. Okay, not that little. I went to 5 stores this morning looking for ginger. I was like, why does nobody have like ginger anymore? And it took me a while, but I went to 5 stores because when stuff gets in the way of me like that, I think, oh, this is definitely something I need to bring to the masses, or, so many things wouldn't be getting in the way for me to do it. So you want to take a good chunk of ginger, because you want this to last about a month. Okay, and when you come home, you want to take that ginger and you want to put it in the freezer. Make sure you put it in the freezer for at least 2 hours. Okay, and the reason for this, yes, you do not have to put it in the freezer, but trust me when I tell you that I've done this for so long, that when you put ginger in the freezer for at least 2 hours, it becomes a lot easier to peel it, and it also becomes a lot easier to grate it, because when you're grating ginger, it has a habit of, like flaking off like little hairs, and it clogs up your grater, and it's just a pain. But when it's frozen, you can slide that puppy all day long on there, and you'll get your ginger a lot easier. Okay, the next thing you need to do is you want to get a all glass container. This last batch, I had 4 of these. I couldn't find them anywhere, so I ended up doing it in this, but it has the plastic lid, and it will stain plastic. Okay, so you kind of want to stick with something that is completely sealable and it's all glass, because when you shut it down, it's gonna hold that in there. Okay, so once your 2 hours is up, you are going to take your ginger and you are going to completely grate it. You are going to be left with a nice big pile of ginger. You're going to take it as is and you're going to put it into your glass container. Okay, to that glass container, you are going to add 1 teaspoon of turmeric or turmeric, however you want to pronounce it. You want to take a teaspoon, you want to put it in there, okay, and then you want to take a teaspoon of long pepper. Like I said, the links are below the video. If you can't find it, if you don't have any Indian markets or any Hindu markets or anything like that in your neck of the woods, you can always go on Amazon's. I always put the link below. Okay, so long pepper, it kind of looks like cloves. When you take it out, they're actually long and it's like little cloves. But what you want to do is you want to grate it down. You can already buy it done for you. So either way, you can do it at home, or I like both. You can do it at home, or you can buy it and do it, or you can have them do it for you. All right, so and I have a lot of people ask me, well, can I just use plain black pepper? No, because long pepper has a lot more benefits. You can use peppercorn, but long pepper has a lot more benefits to it. Okay, I tried doing this video for TikTok. TikTok says, no, we're going to put violations on you because you cannot exaggerate. Okay, but if you actually go online, I was reading it off a science-based medical website. So this has been scientifically proven. I can't talk today. Scientifically proven. It's high in antioxidants. It's anti-inflammatory. So's the turmeric. It's great to control blood sugar. It can sometimes help control with cholesterol. You know, the right diet and this will help your cholesterol. It's cancer fighting, has cancer fighting properties. It reduces your appetite. It helps you cut through the belly fat. It's great for your gut health, and it helps absorb other nutrients. Okay, there is no exaggeration there. That actually came from a scientific website. Okay, so once you have your ginger in your jar and you have added your 1 teaspoon of turmeric, you're going to add your 1 teaspoon of long pepper. You are going to add a half a cup of apple cider vinegar with the mother. Okay, so what we're doing here is it's going to cause a fermentation, and you're going to just put it in the refrigerator. And you're going to end up with something like this. So what I do is, you can do this in the morning or you can do it in the evening. It's up to you. I like to take a teaspoon of honey. Honey is optional. You don't have to. If you're one of those people who are diabetic or, type 1, whatever, you don't want to add the honey, you don't have to. Okay. If you're one of those people that believes that once you heat honey, it loses all its property, you don't have to. Okay. So I love the taste of it with honey. You do not want to drink this cold. The whole purpose of this is to take the dampness out of the body and to warm it up. Okay, so you're going to take 1 teaspoon of it. You're going to put it in there. I like to add a little bit of juice too. Okay. And then if you actually stir it around a little bit, it will dissolve the honey if you're going to use honey. Okay. That will continue fermenting in your refrigerator, and it could be there up to 30 days. That apple cider vinegar is a preservative, and it will preserve that ginger, that fermented ginger, for that long. Okay, the next thing that you're going to do is you're going to take some warm or hot water, and you're going to pour it in there. About 6 ounces. Turn that off. And then you're just going to stir everything together. And you're going to have, oh, I love this stuff. I just love it. Okay, so a word of caution. If you have a lot of parasitic activity in your digestive tract, in your colon, in your small colon, your large colon, whatever, excuse me, if there's a lot of parasitic bacteria in there, there's a good chance that for the first 3 or 4 days, or nothing for the 3 or 4 days, and then it'll start, you might get a little bit of runs, okay, or loose stools, or some, watery diarrhea, because it's killing off the turmeric, the ginger, the pepper is killing off all that bacteria in the colon. If you're one of those people that does not like the pulp, okay, in your drinks, once you mix everything, run it through a strainer, and then you'll have nice clear liquid. And you can even give it to the kids. You can give it to children as young as 4 years old. Let it cool down, and then you can give them a little bit. Don't give them too much. I just say about 3 ounces. Okay, so if you're not a person who likes the pulp, then you can do that. All right, but this is such a gut healer. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you how much this helped with my gut. It's also going to help with inflammation. It's going to help with pain in your hands or wherever, your knees. It is wonderful. Can you have it more than once a day? Yeah, you can have it more than once a day. You can do it twice a day if you want. I probably wouldn't do it more than twice, but simply because of the whole gut aspect. But this stuff is absolutely awesome. I know there's a lot of people that are going to go, it's like, I don't know, it's like that morning tea or whatever, but yeah, it kind of is. But this is fermented ginger, and this should last you, if you get a nice big thing of ginger, this should last you, if you do it, if you're a single person and you do it every single day, it should last you 3 to 4 weeks in the refrigerator, and it's fine. It's not going to go bad. Okay, so there you go. Love this stuff. So here's a winter hack. If you do not want to get sick during the winter months, what you want to do, make this in October or as soon as the weather starts to change, and drink it every day, and always have a humidifier going. I just recently did a live where I was telling everybody that I read a huge article, and somehow the internet must have swallowed it, because I have gone back to try to look for that article and I just can't find it. It must have just been something that I needed to hear at the moment. And if you, one of the biggest reasons that people get sick during the winter is because they don't support their gut, and the climate in the temple, in the body, in the home starts to dry out. So it's easier for viruses and bacteria to grab on. So if you keep everything moist, right? You keep your lungs moist, you keep your house moist. So what I would suggest, and if you guys want, I'll add the link below this video too. There is a little thing that I have on my walls. I have it on all three rooms, where it tells me the humidity in the house. This year has been totally dry, so there's a bigger chance of getting sick. So as everything starts drying out, it's easier for you to get sick. So get yourself a good humidifier. It doesn't matter as long as it's a gallon humidifier, because you don't want to be filling it all the time. Get yourself a good humidifier. Get yourself one of those gauges that tells you what the temperature is. It'll tell you if it's too low or if it's too high, because too high humidity is also bad. Very bad. Makes the body even more humid. So we're an ecosystem. I keep saying that. I'm going to keep saying that till people start catching on. We are an ecosystem. We constantly have that. Ecosystem has to be leveled, and that is with the supplements that we need, with the warmth, between the warmth and the cold, between the humidity and the dryness. Everything always has to be, it's like a little scale. Okay, so there you go. That's my video for this Friday. As always, I will start seeing you every Friday at 6 Mountain Time. I am in New Mexico. So 6 Mountain Time, and I will be giving you advice like this. All right. See you then. Stay happy, and I plan to keep you healthy in 2025. See you next week.